container gardening. This is going to be real short and sweet because today is going to be one of those triple digit days here in Northern California, 90. But I just have to share how delighted I am with seeing some things in my garden that I tried to grow last year and I was unsuccessful. And the great thing about gardening is that when you make a mistake outside of all of the other elements that can affect your crop, you can correct it. So one of the biggest mistakes, by the way, those are persimmon tomatoes that are coming in. But I started out here, I think it was a direct sow sometime in March. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. So last year I attempted to grow peppers, got the peppers really late in the season. It was actually probably summertime when I got some start plants, and I got nothing. That bell pepper that you're looking at right there is a YOLO window, excuse my camera work. Wow. That I started inside in the greenhouse in January. Peppers are notoriously slow to start. I'll say that again, notoriously slow to start. And even though, people said, there's the jalapenos, again, same date, and now, we've already harvested some there, but I'm just getting a lot. People were telling me, oh, it's too early for you to start. Glad I did, because it's July and some of these pepper plants are really just now coming to their own. We had some harvest. This is the Cubanelle pepper. Beautiful. Now there's several on there. There was one big beautiful red one that we harvested already and enjoyed that. That's the black cobra pepper plant that I bought in June from the 99-cent store, which is tripled in size. So we're waiting on that. Everything out here, the chili pepper, again, the Big Jim chili pepper. Let me go back. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. I'm just really excited about the opportunity to learn what the plants really require, the environment, how much watering, type of fertilizer, type of soil. And then once I've done all of that, dealing with the pests. Last year, cucumbers zilch. And I can't believe it. There's going to be a whole ceremony for that. There was one we harvested off of the Space Master yesterday, and we ate that. Look at that. I can't even believe it. I know the plants are like, could you stop molesting me and staring at me and touching me? That's a market more. Funny thing is, the one with the lighter leaves that I was concerned about is the Armenian. I planted the Armenian because they're heat tolerant. I have 6 varieties of cucumbers out here because, one, I like variety, and then I wanted to see what really would do well in my environment. Looks like I'm gonna get cucumbers off of everything. That's a spaghetti squash that I planted from seed, so I'm waiting on that. The drooping you see is because it's 90 something out here, and I'm gonna try to not get carried away talking to you guys, but I love it. But the camera is going to explode if I don't. This is, I think, what is this? Oh, it's the Bait Alpha. Can't wait. That's another heat tolerant, I believe Israeli cucumber, and that it also only produces female flowers. The more you know, right? Pepperoncini, which I'm excited about. We've harvested some of those. I'm going to do a picking of that. You know what you just heard, that cracking? The peach tree is in full effect, and the peaches are getting real heavy, and I'm going to have to brace some branches over there because one year it got so heavy that a branch actually, broke. That's the Cubanelle on the other side. Got a lot of those. what is this? This is a jalapeno. I dropped some of those in some cornbread because I like jalapeno cornbread. And yeah, I was running around the house like the Tasmanian devil because my tongue is not all that heat tolerant. Again, we got some bell peppers over here. Most of my tomatoes have flowers or fruit. This beef master was looking real strange and weird, and thought about snatching it out a couple months ago. I'm glad I didn't, but it's back. That one was a start that I bought, and we've harvested a lot of little cherry tomatoes like that. You guys know that we backed up. I apologize for the horrible light, but that's the sardine experiment tomato plant. See how much bigger it is? It's got blossoms. That one is the no sardine one. So again, I keep repeating myself, but it's really, really an awesome, affordable way to feed your plants. And just everything about the plant, about the sardines, is so much healthier and vibrant. So that's going to be my go-to actually when I start transplanting other seedlings in my garden. I'm going to slap some sardines under it. Over here, that's an early girl. Funny, early girl is supposed to produce early, and not so early, but whenever they come in, they're just going to do what they're just going to do, right? I think right there, that is pineapple tomatoes that I planted, seeds that I got from my gardener and my partner. That's another persimmon. I have like 14 tomato plants because last year I got taken out by the spider mite when I only had 2 or 3, and I love tomatoes, and I want to be able to bless my neighbors and other people and stuff, so we have extras. At some point, I didn't know what this was. Obviously, it's the black strawberry tomato, which I'm really excited. Can't wait till they ripen. I have 2 of those. Yeah, I need to take a video class, right? Terrible. That is the Oswald eggplant, which takes 1,000 years to grow. Really slow. Okay, so I planted that in March, and now it's starting fruit. I just read really awesome things about the flavor and the texture of that on the, I think it was Baker Creek website. So I'm excited. I can't wait to try that out, and I'll let you guys know. This is really exciting. Last year, I failed miserably on okra. And, here's a little tidbit. Hey, don't use a dry erase pen that's supposed to be on a chalkboard to write your tags. Don't say I never taught you guys anything, okay? I don't know why. Anyway, but that's from Clemson. And we've got an okra flower. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to eat it. I might try to laminate it and frame it, because last year it was a joke. I planted okra really, really late. I need you guys to tell me what the heck that is. That's the octopus plant. I planted some Clemson okra before I planted the one I just showed you with the flower. There's a whole video on soaking okra and stuff on my channel, and that's the plant, and it looks like some kind of spooky octopus plant, and I'm just going to stop watering it. That's like a 15-gallon grow bag with almost 2 cubics of soil that I could be using for something that's actually going to be edible and not scare me poaching a flower. But if you guys know anything about this, please get back to me in the comments. I tried to take a picture of it in the app. My mom came out here and looked at it, and she's like, that doesn't look like any okra I've ever seen. And, I don't know. Speaking of, I don't know, back over here. So I was in Lowe's, and you know how we gardeners just freak out when we're amongst plants and you want everything. So I was putting stuff in and out of my cart because I like to buy, I plant from seed, I, do direct sows, I plant stuff in cups, and I'm going to slap in a couple stars. So I went in Lowe's to get a hose, and then somehow I ended up in the plant area. And then that was in my cart. I thought I took it out. And there's when I got home, it was in there. Now it's 5 times as big as it was. It's something edible. You guys know what it is? Please let me know. There's the toothache plant. Yay! What is this? This is, okay, the Delbert Englisher custard squash. They really didn't have to give that 5,000 names. That's the same thing. I planted 2 of those, and that one just started to flower. I'm a big advocate for succession planting. We have a really long growing season, you guys know, here in 9B. Really, 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 really long. So I started squash plants after the other ones were well established. You never know what's going to happen. This is the golden griddle, and I'm probably going to harvest those. I think they're as big as they're going to get. I've already had 1 or 2 harvests off of that. Should have had some more soil than that, but I didn't. That's a Black Beauty. It's got blossoms on it. And I'm going to have to do a video and share with you guys my aphid battle, because I'm not about to just totally give in. One of these plants over here was just like an aphid condominium. It was terrible. And I, when the sun is high, sprayed it with water vigorously. And then when the sun was low and it's sunset, I came out here with my electric sprayer that I'm going to show to you guys. And I sprayed it with my neem oil, Dawn soap, and water. And I did that for a couple days in a row. You don't want to do the neem oil in the sun, because it's like rubbing Crisco on something and frying it. And it looks so much better, because it was like really giving me the heebie-jeebies out here. There is a saffron squash. Isn't that cute? I don't know if that's the size that it's supposed to be or whatever, but it's been that size for a while. So, I don't know, I might harvest it. That's kind of like been my problem. Just going to scan the whole area. My garden looks really scary. It's been hot because it's been hot, and that's been my excuse not to really. I like to keep it clean and organized. I know I just need to get out here early, like at 7 or so. There's another black strawberry. I apologize for the air conditioner, but we would perish if it wasn't on. So that's the honeydew, the biggest one over here in the kiddie pool. There's, that was cantaloupe, which is kind of struggling. And just because I could, I came out here and I stuck some watermelon seeds and some crimson sweet watermelon seeds in early June that haven't popped up. So there's some kind of spooky mystery as to why. Because last year kiddie pools were very successful with direct sow and everything that I did. I'm upset because my callaloo that I planted over a month ago is invisible, apparently. And a lot of times, when I plant seeds, and especially if it's a shallow sow, I'll put some net over it. I didn't. But somehow I just don't see like birds coming over here, especially since I have a bird feeder and eating them all up. So I'm going to rework this soil. I'm going to add some cocoa coir to it, if I'm pronouncing that right. And I'm going to sow something over here soon. There is the moon and stars. I had a question mark on the tag for that, but I really believe that's a loofah. What is that? That's the Congo watermelon. It's a West African watermelon that grows really, really huge. And I just thought I'd try it in a grow bag just because I could. There's the Jubilee. These other ones were from seed. The Jubilee was a start. And then there's the Tigger Tiger Melon. I don't know, do you pronounce that like the Winnie the Pooh Tigger or Tiger? I don't know. But there were like 3 or 4 plants in there, and they disappeared. So we're going to see what comes up with that, how that works out. But, you know, I had already read some reviews that the Tigger melon was not the most flavorful melon. Oh God, I just peeped in the front yard and I saw a bunch of ants. Yeah. And, wow, camera's freaking out. So I guess I better end this. So I just want to share with you guys what's going on. And I don't know if you can see the peach tree, which is really doing great. I'm just really excited. Don't know if I'm going to make wine this year or not. Still have a couple of bottles from the last time I did. So I'm going to go in. Actually, I'm going to put the shade cloth up. Then I'm going to go in and see you guys in the next round. Take care.